properly before we continue, the audio, the video, because if I do not, it will not turn out good. And that would be bad. How's everybody doing today? Feel free to say hello in the comments here. We got a few people already. We got Laredo here. Laredo says, good evening, Tim and fellow students. I am present and ready whenever you are. I trust that you have all been well. I have been. Winter is upon us in Johannesburg, the city of Gold, South Africa. Wow. Spring is coming here, but you are on the other side of the world, so I guess that would be the case. GB says, greetings from northwestern Germany. Okay, it looks like everything's good. And you were wrong. Today, the shelf color is pink, because pink actually shows up on these LEDs better than the other one, where it barely showed up at all. Still need some things to fill out my shelf, as you can see, so I'm going to be thinking of some ideas here over the next couple of weeks. So how's everybody doing today? It looks like everything's good to go, so we will get started here with the student showcase here in just a couple of seconds. Let me start up the Facebook stream, and then we'll get started. So just give me less than a minute. Hello students, it's your piano teacher Tim here once again from Piano Lessons on the Web, and today is the 4th student showcase. And if you don't know what that is, the student showcase is where I critique some recordings that I've gotten from students over the month. So at the end of every month we have the student showcase, and throughout the month I collect recordings. So I will be reviewing them for you today, and it's going to be a great learning experience, even if you didn't submit a recording or even if you didn't know about it, because you're going to see how I critique somebody else's playing, and you'll be able to grab some ideas from that. So it's your first time out. Make sure you like our page if you're on Facebook. Make sure you're subscribed if you're on YouTube. You have all notifications turned on, because we have new lessons coming out all the time, and you don't want to miss a beat. So let's get started here, everybody. Let me get this going. Okay, here we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, let me make sure I got the name right on this, because I'd hate to introduce it as the wrong person, but we are ready to go here. All right. Okay, the first recording is a submission from our student Tessa. This is Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. So let's take a listen here. Let me make sure I got the sound turned up, and here we go. We'll give a listen, and then I'll let you know what I think. Oh, something happened. Wait. All right. That's it. Okay. Now we're ready to go. For reals this time. Okay. Hold on a second, everybody. All right. I agree. Sounds great. It was a pretty good playthrough. I know it's a. Let me kind of collect my thoughts here for a second because I have a list of things to tell you. So it's a longer piece, right? So I would imagine it's several. Well, you sent it to me. Yeah, it's several pages long. So what I would do, Tessa, since you've been working on it probably for a little while, your beginning is probably you're falling into the thing that a lot of students fall into, which I fall into, and it's simple to fix. You just need a little readjustment here. Um, what you need to do is what I would do is go through your piece. Now I notice you're reading off of a tablet. Hopefully, whatever app or software you're using to read the music off the tablet allows you to do this. But what I recommend you do is go through the piece, and while you're playing it, anytime you notice that you're slowing down a lot, or you know where the problem areas are, you know you'd hit the left hand, it just didn't quite sound right, and you had to adjust. Make sure you star those in your music. And then what you want to do, this is the crucial part, is after you do that, get all those parts starred. Then you want to start beginning your practice session from those starred areas. That will help clear those spots out because sometimes you get like a really good rhythm, a really good smoothness going, and then some like there are just certain parts, especially where you have to jump up the keyboard right away and hit a certain spot where it just kind of lags or you hit the wrong note and things like that. So look out for that. The other thing I want to tell you is you need to practice in between measures a little bit more. So what we tend to do a lot of times is we practice measure to measure. So you learn measure one, you learn measure two, you learn measure three. And then what happens though is that we'll have a problem measure and we may work that out, but we're not working like it coming into that measure from the measure before and the measure after. So what you want to do is like take in between like the second half of one measure and the first half of another measure and practice in between those. And that will help smooth that out as well. The only other thing I have to tell you other than that, because that will take you a while to fix, this is the third thing you want to work on after you fixed everything else is you want to work on perhaps getting the right hand to play out a little bit louder with the melody, and then the left hand dial it back. But yeah, that's what I have to tell you. I think once you do those few things, you're going to see a huge difference in how it sounds. I would love to hear you resubmit this one in a future um, student showcase, whether it's next month or the next couple of months. Let you work on it a little bit. But I would love to get another update from you on this piece later on to see what your progress is. But that's what I had to tell you about that. But good submission. Thank you very much for submitting that. Okay, everybody. Welcome out. So we're just going to continue here because we do have to get through all of the recordings here. But it looks like everything's working well so far. So let me get onto the... What is that? Oh, you know what? The ice cream truck's outside. That's what that is. I don't think you guys can hear it. Do. Yep. All right. Anyway, okay. Fanny has submitted something. I need to get the file up. So just give me a second. I should have it up somewhere. Where are you? I don't remember where I opened it up. So just give me a second, please. What's in the world? Okay. There it is. Okay. All right. Now we are ready to go. Whoa. Hold on there. Okay. So the next submission is from our student Fanny, who has submitted a recording of Prelude in C major by Bach from the Well-Tempered Clavier. So let's give a listen to this piece. Okay, great job, Fanny. Let me get the camera back on me. So one main word that comes off to the top of my head is dynamics. So if your edition, some of them of this piece don't have any dynamics written in, find a version. You can find some free online of this piece where they have the dynamics written in, and really, really work those in, because this song is so simple with the notes and everything, and the patterns are all very similar, a lot of the expression you're going to get out of the piece comes from the dynamics. So add those in there, the fortes, the pianos. You know the drill. The other thing that I would do is, I notice you're playing it by memory, which is great. There's a couple of mistakes in there. I'm not sure whether they're memory mistakes or perhaps you learned something slightly off with the left hand or something like that here or there. You actually skipped a measure somewhere towards the end, but that's okay because I'm going to give you a tip on how to fix all this stuff. What I would do is keep playing it from memory. That's great. But what I would do is, and you may do this anyway, is I would get the sheet music in front of you, and the first couple of playthroughs, because you've learned this pretty well already, the first couple of playthroughs play with the sheet music. I would even play the first playthrough of the day with the sheet music and playing it, maybe not at half speed, but a bit slower. And make sure that, like, every measure, you're making sure that those notes are all accurate. So just double check for the accuracy overall. And like I said, that slow practice right off the bat with the sheet music will help you find that stuff. And then after that, you can start to play it back at full speed without the music. Start listening to recordings of this piece, which I normally don't recommend, but for a piece like this, and especially since you've been working on it for a while, clearly, it will it'll give you an idea on, first of all, some performance ideas, like, oh, well, they did crescendo right here. It may not be in the sheet music, but I thought it was really cool, so I'll add that in. But listening to a recording will also help you just become really familiar on how the piece is supposed to sound in terms of its chords, its melody. So if you get a wrong note, then you're actually more likely to pick it out because you're like, oh, in the recording I just listened to, it was different. Now make sure it's like a professional performing this, because you want as accurate of a performance as you can. Nobody ever gets anything 100%, or at least that doesn't happen often. There's always at least some little flaw in there. But that's what I recommend you do with it. Try to work in some more of the dynamics, and then go through and just clean it up a little bit. A couple of the missed notes, a couple of that mismeasure towards the end. So just take a look for that. But thank you for your submission, Fanny. Look forward to hearing perhaps an update of this piece or a different piece in the future. So thank you so much for submitting once again. Okay, I'm going to check in with the chat just real quick. Make sure everybody is good to go. Okay, hello everybody. All right, we're going to get on to the next one. I had one more submission. If for some reason I ever miss your submission, I'm sorry. I haven't missed any so far, but sometimes when I get to the end of the month, and I'm like, oh man, like I actually have ways of looking it up to make sure I don't miss any, but I don't think it's perfect. I think someday I'll miss one, and I do apologize if I ever do. But we do have at least one more. We have Zeynep, who I've talked to earlier and is in attendance right now. Zeynep. It says video unavailable. Did you send an update link? And maybe I didn't get it. Let me get to my email real quick, and I will make sure. Let me check the chat to see if you're trying to communicate with me. Okay. Okay, Zeynep. So let me know if you know what's going on. If not, I'll have to... Well, I don't know. Just let me know, Zeynep, in the chat here. Yeah, because I clicked on your link, and all it says is video unavailable. Now, if you have it on private, it probably won't let me in. You might have to put it on unlisted. Not sure, but I'll wait for Zeynep to hopefully respond soon. All right, let me say hello to some people in the meantime. We got Laredo here. Welcome. We got GB once again. Scott Alexander's back. Of course, we got Ite, the pianist, or Ile. Hey from London. Hello. We got the Neil Q. Okay, good evening from Lincoln, United Kingdom. All right, welcome. We got Pratyusha once again. Hannah, welcome. We got Zainab, rather. We got Laredo here once again. Robert, thanks for coming. Are her hands too flat, or is it fine position? I thought it was fine. I didn't notice anything too out of the ordinary with that. Hey, Bold Caution Productions back. It is good that you are here. I agree. Okay, Zaynep is checking everybody, and then we will continue after that. I guess in the meantime, what I'm going to do while we are... And hello, Lemon. Peter back once again. Glad to have you back with us, Peter, and everybody else. Okay. Yeah, let me check or show you guys a couple things. Okay, so over on my website, Piano Lessons on the Web, what I really want to tell you about is over on the community page, which you can find at the top. If you want to, if you're serious about attending on a regular basis, I recommend filling out this form right here, and you will get an email reminder 30 minutes before we meet. Okay, and then down here is the calendar of what we're talking about and when. So if you're curious about what we're talking about next Friday, we're talking about the easiest Chopin preludes to play, and then the Sunday is next Sunday is about the pop song chord progression, and so on and so forth. So just check that out for the rest of the month, or actually what we're going to be talking about and teaching in May. If you're not familiar, we meet Fridays, Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there so you all know about it. Hey, okay, Fanny, thank you for the review. Tim, it's always been a big help. You're very welcome. I'll try to do better with the next piece, as well as this, of course. All right, great. Glad to hear that. Glad you liked my feedback. Hey, hello from Barcelona, Spain. Sorry for joining late. Well, that's okay. Jay Pazas. YOLO, says Avi. Welcome out, Avi. Glad to have you with us. All right, I'm going to take a drink here while we're still waiting for Zeynep to hopefully get this situated. If not, we'll just, I'll review it next month. Avi's late as always, but that's okay. And then what else is going on with the channel that I have to tell you about? I'm just kind of thinking. I don't know. Nothing really like crazy that's new. I think I'm going to start coming up with some new lesson ideas pretty soon. Trying some different things. No, that's not G Fuel. It's not gamer fuel, no. It's just water, actually. It's not even liquor or anything, or even coffee. I had coffee earlier, though. I'm not that straight edge that I won't drink coffee. Let's see here. Zeynep has submitted their recording here. Serenade on piano. All right, looks like we have it up, ready to go. Thank you very much, Zeynep. And we'll give a listen here in just a second. So this is Serenade. Okay. Really well done, I thought. I thought like the notes, I didn't really hear any missed notes, and I thought it was really nicely well put together. So what I recommend you do, um, for this one, the main thought in my head while listening to it was that the left hand you're playing overall just a little bit too loud. So obviously you have the melody in that right hand. It's a very nice serenade, a very nice romantic kind of melody going on with your right hand, and that should really come out louder than what's going on with your left hand, which is the da 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 da. It's just kind of like a background, almost like a lullaby kind of thing. So that really should just be dialed back a little bit. I actually feel like you're playing your right hand out loud enough. Now, I'm not in the room with you, and I'm hearing a recording, so it's a little bit difficult to judge. But I just felt like overall the balance between two hands was a little bit too flat for me. I just feel like if you concentrate on dialing back the volume in the left hand, I think that will automatically bring out the right hand over top of it, get it mixed a little bit better. So more right hand, a little bit left hand, wait, a lot less left hand, quite a bit less left hand. And then I don't know. I don't know if you have to adjust the right hand or not, but I think you get the idea. Other than that, maybe in a couple areas the rhythm kind of slowed a little bit, but it wasn't anything that I felt like broke the song. I felt like I was pretty into it. I know it's a good playthrough, like when I'm really into it, like listening to it, and then sometimes when I get to the end of it, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to make a checklist, but I did this time. It's just that like by the end, I was really into it. I thought it was a great recording. So yeah, just work out maybe the balance on your hands a little bit, and maybe your tempo a little bit in certain areas. But I thought it was really nicely well done. I would really love to hear maybe a follow-up to this one or a new recording from you sometime in the future, Zainab. So thank you very much for your submissions. I think that's all the ones I got. If you are in attendance right now and I didn't get to yours, and you submitted it before, I'm not going to, like, if you have a recording now, I won't review it. But if you sent it to me and I missed it, let me know now. I think I got to them all, though, because I didn't get that many to begin with. Where? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to you guys. Here we go. There we go. We're back. All right. Let's see what everybody has to say. A little low, Tim. Well, sorry about that. Me being able to play it locally is fine. GB, either way is fine. Or either a YouTube link or a recording. Both are fine. The thing that I'm trying to get right is the volume. Because everybody's volume on their recording is a little different. Like, as you notice, I have to adjust the volume for each one to try to get it at around the same level. So you may notice that some of them sound a little bit low on the low side. Some will be a little bit louder. So that's why I'm still trying to get that to where I can normalize that a little bit. Avi says, where is Jeremy? I believe he was busy this weekend. So we won't give him any grief for not being here. Completely understandable. Thank you so much, Bold Coffee Productions, for buying me a coffee. $3 super chat. Thank you so much for helping support our community. Really, really appreciate it. Zaynep says, thank you, Avi. Thank you, Loretta, for your comments. Yes, thank you, everybody, for being such a great community. The Bird 101 says, did you get mine? I don't know. I came late. Bird, did you send it to me? Facebook, YouTube? I don't know. I don't think I got yours. Let me look. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't check here. Yeah, let me know. Let me know there, the Bird, where you sent it so I can find it, hopefully. Okay. That was awesome. I agree. I could be wrong, but I get the sense that you're positioned too close to the piano, thus you're making it difficult to play the piece. I wasn't looking out for that, but that could be a case. I think because the video was like on an angle, kind of, I couldn't really tell exactly how far away you were. It didn't look like a problem too much to me, but you may want to adjust. Bay says, I like the tip you gave to begin my practice in the problem measures and then play the measures before and after it. You're very welcome for that. Send you on Facebook, says the bird. All right, the bird. Let me check because I'm logged into Facebook over here. And hopefully I can get it. Oh, yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. All right, everybody, so just give me less than, I don't know, like a minute. Or maybe this. There we go. Laredo. I don't have it. I looked through all my messages and I don't see it. Oh, you did. Oh, it's still rough. Yeah, the bird. I don't know. I don't see. I don't know what your. I forget what your name is in real life. So I don't know whether it's showing up on Facebook different. But I looked over all the submissions I got on Facebook, and I didn't see it, unfortunately, because that's weird because I did get your other one, I think, from last time. So I don't know. If you wanted to, the Bird 101, if you still want to spend another month to work on it, send me a revised recording, you can do that. Or what you can do, get on Facebook right now. Or, I don't know, is it a link or is it a file? What is it? Try to send it over right now if you want. It's Tessa. Didn't I do Tessa? Wait, I did Tessa. I did review yours. Right? Right? You are, okay, you're Tessa. Yeah, sorry, everybody. The thing is like, there are so many names, guys, and I apologize. I can't remember the real name and the monikers for everybody. So, yeah, it wasn't the first one I did. It's a link. I did it. Yeah, that was the first one we did. check it out, right? Right, guys? That's what happened, right, guys? You were late. Okay, so now I don't feel as dumb. Because for a minute I was like, what? Yes, I did yours, Tessa. You were the Pocahontas one, right? Let me make sure. I think so. Wait. We definitely did it. Yeah, your Colors of the Wind. Not a problem, Tessa. It happens to me and everybody, of course. All right, everybody. Well, I'm not really taking too many questions today just because it's not really a lesson type of thing. Do I write my own piano pieces? Not really. I used to back in the day, like a few years ago. Do I have any exercise to improve hand independence? Well, let's check it out. This is a question from Dan. Let me look this up. So, here's my pro tip for everybody. Type in what you want, hand independence, and then just type in lessons on the web. And okay, so you can check out this lesson. I have songs that help you with hand independence. You can check out that if you want. Looking to see what I have specifically on hand independence. I feel like I definitely had another lesson somewhere. Oh, I typed in hand dependence. Well, that might be what's going on here. You check out this lesson, Master Two-Hand Playing. So any of the two-handed lessons that I have will help you out with that. I have a two-hand piano training series. That should help too. You know what? I'm going to send you this link right here. Why is it unavailable? Oh. I was like, why is that one unavailable? Okay. Two-hand piano training. So check this one out. Is that metronome real? Yes. That metronome right there is indeed. This one is indeed real. Rewind later. Okay, great, the bird. So keep working on it. We'd love to hear maybe an update in the future. Hey, Filthy Will says, first time here. I'm newly found this channel last weekend and have enrolled in the beginner's course. Well, great to hear. It's nice to catch a live session. Well, glad to have you with us, Will. Hopefully you can, attend on a regular basis. We meet Fridays and Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But glad you have stumbled across the greatest teacher in the world, according to Avi. Thank you so much. Stick by and you can see with your third eye. Well, that should be my new channel slogan. All right, everybody. If you like today's lesson, you want me to keep doing these student showcases, make sure you slap a like on this video. It also helps other students know that this is a quality lesson that they can learn from as well. All right, everybody. I think I might conclude it here. I'm out of student submissions. We got to them all, I'm pretty sure. Even that last one that turned out to be the first one that we had. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything new to share with you. Nothing really. I'm just kind of brainstorming behind the scenes with some new lesson ideas, trying to make my titles and thumbnails even better. But other than that, nothing crazy. Billy Will says, I love it so far. Looking forward to joining the community. Wonderful. Well, glad to have you with us, Will. Awesome that you're here. You keep doing this, says the Bird 101. Or yes, keep doing this. Yep, I'll keep doing it. They don't get a lot of views, the student showcases, which is fine. But they do. I know that a lot of you appreciate it. And it kind of helps bring the community together. So I will keep doing it. I think I can also make some adjustments. I'm thinking about changing the name. I think it's the problem is the name, student showcase. I think it should be called something like the student piano recital showcase or something. Like I'm going to alter the name slightly so you know it's still the student showcase, but it just has a few more like keywords in there. Because right now student showcase, it's like I think a lot of people would see that title and thumbnail and not really know what it is. So I think that's the problem in terms of getting some viewership on it. All right, Avi says, good night, morning, everyone, and Tim. All right, good evening and good night and morning and to everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you so much for Bold Caution Productions for that $3 super chat. Really appreciate it. And just really the general support from the community in general. If you want to come by, feel free to come back anytime. Friday, Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be meeting next Friday, where I will be teaching you about some Chopin Prelude. So if you've ever been wanting to play some Chopin and you think his music is way too difficult, well, you may want to check out this lesson because you may be wrong. Peace review. Yeah, you have to have the claps in. Avi, I didn't know that you were a 9-year-old. Peace review. That's what I should do. I did a lesson like that one time, and a lot of people did pick out that it was a meme review thing. Guys, there should be 26 likes, and there's only 7. I agree. There's 14 on my end, but there should be 26. I don't know who the two. No, I'm just kidding. That thumbs it down. They're probably either bots or trolls, or maybe someone just genuinely doesn't like us, but that's okay. Almost forgot to do this. We got a 40. I forget what that's called. Dollar-ish, whatever in whatever the currency conversion is. 40 from Avi. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, Avi. Thank you so much for your support. I know that you, along with many other students, are very appreciative. So, but yeah, look forward to some more new great content. I'm really excited with some ideas that I'm coming up with, but it always takes time for them to kind of take shape. I don't like to come up with ideas and then send them out the door right away, because then they don't, quite make it. Avi says, I'm a 19-year-old, 9-year-old from India. All right, well, glad to have you as part of the army. I'm sure you're already subscribed to PewDiePie. Indian rupees, that's what it is. Very cool, Avi. Very cool. Thanks, Kanye. Very cool. Can't believe the president said that. Anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for coming by. I'll check you out next Friday. You have some new lessons coming out probably next Saturday morning in terms of like edited ones that come out. So look forward to that. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for all of your support. If you're interested in my piano courses, go to pianolessonsontheweb.com, and you can use code YouTube for 15% off any order of courses. So check that out. So thanks, everybody, for coming by. It's been your piano teacher, Tim, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a great week.